Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show, back once again with another review. Today, guys, we'll go over my personal experience with Garden Warfare 2 Beta. Let's go over the graphics, the controls, the network issues. What's this game all about? Well, here we go, guys. Let's jump in it first with the graphics. Alright, the graphics. The graphics are something that's quite unique in this game. If you're looking to step away from the Call of Duty, Gears of War, or the Battlefield's multiplayer shooter, then this game might be for you if you're trying to add a lot of color into your game. The game is very vibrant with a splash of beautiful color all over the place, yet it has a clean, nice looking feel that fits very well for this new generation of consoles and PC hardware. One thing I definitely want to really point out with this game, it's not going to be the most graphically intensive game ever on your systems or on your PC, but the effects that you do get for when attacks go off and missiles blow up or your character transform into a different form do look really nice. So I highly recommend you guys turn this one up to max setting on the PC if you have the ability to, and have a good time with it on the consoles because it is running at 60 FPS as well, which makes it even have a better, smoother feel. Let's go on over to the controls. The control in this game is very easy to pick up. If you've ever played any other third-person shooter, then you'll be able to jump right into it and get on going. Nothing too complicated, twin-stick shooter, third-person shooter, you'll be used to it right off the bat. The music in the game, however, is nothing too special. It fits the overall theme of the game. It fits well with everything you're doing in battles or just going around in menus. But if you played the Plant vs. Zombie games before, you're going to hear a lot of the similar tracks. It's not something you're going to want to go out and download a CD of all the tracks and have it playing in your car, or something you're going to actually want to keep a collector's edition version of, like something like the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time CD with all the songs, or something like Mario, Mass Effect, Witcher. It's a fun soundtrack for a video game online shooter, and that's basically it. It fits the game perfectly fine. Alright guys, let's talk about the content. And as we all know, for multiplayer shooters, content is king, and Garden Warfare 2 is no exception. It's gonna need to have the modes, the characters, and the stuff in the game to keep players playing. So what did the beta actually have access to? A lot of it was locked away, but from what I had a chance to actually play, we had tons of characters. There were so many characters in Garden Warfare 2, and there was even additional characters to unlock. There is a card pack opening system in the game where you get these card packs via coins that you win from playing multiplayer or versing AI. They give you items or they can give you characters, and they don't cost too much money, and you do seem to get enough coins to actually go ahead and open up a few packs after every single game. Now, from that, there's a lot of customizable items like hats, tattoos that you can attach to your characters. Characters has plenty of skills. There are a good amount of maps from what I was able to play, and the mode so far, there's only 3 main modes in the beta, but it seems like there will be much more modes coming in the full game. So far guys, I could say content looks pretty darn good, and it definitely is a character focused game, so the characters is really what's going to keep you playing, trying to level them up and unlocking new skills and costumes for them. If that's your type of thing, then this might be looking good for you. Next up, let's talk about the biggest thing with this game. Of course, it's the gameplay, and whoo, it's a big topic. The gameplay is fun. It's that simple, guys. I had a fun time playing it. I have a smile right now just thinking about the gameplay. It has a lot of diversity as well because of the amount of characters and the unique way they actually fight. A lot of the characters use melee attacks, and then some of them are mid-range to long-range. You even have a superhero zombie that can shoot lasers from his arm or go up and close and punch people to death. You have a vampire sunflower that has the ability to heal teammates and heal herself while she shoots. You have Corn that's able to shoot off missiles. You have zombies that are able to run like football players and crush into enemies with their shoulder or shoot footballs. You got a military zombie that's out there with basically a machine gun. Like, it's all type of crazy. There's so many different type of characters and combination of skills to use, and that's what really makes the gameplay so complex and so much fun, because you never know what type of character each opponent might be using on each side of the team. It adds a lot to the game, and of course you have the ability to taunt your opponents after defeating them, which definitely is a cool little bonus. Let's talk about some of the modes included in the beta. Now, one of the simplest one, of course, is going to be the wave-based mode, where you go ahead and raise the flag, and with the flag up, waves of zombies or waves of plants are going to come and crash right into you. Now with this, you can go ahead and prepare a little bit by setting up these little pots that have like zombies you can put in there or different types of plants, and they will be able to help you defend off against these enemies that are incoming right at you. Now this can get pretty darn long to play this one. Sometimes it's going to be over 25 minutes plus if you get to the highest level of enemies coming in and crushing right at you and your friends, if you invite friends to play with you, because this has up to 4-player co-op from what I've tried. And you can get supply drops where the coins will drop in, other characters will drop in that are controlled by AI to help you support and defeat either the zombies or plants that are coming in and trying to attack you. Now let's move on from there and talk about this one right here, guys. My personal favorite mode of the beta, the Turf War Takeover. For me, this is king. This mode had players on both sides of the team constantly reminded of the objective and its location. So if you wanted to play as a good team, you would constantly want to go towards that objective to support your teammates. You had to be able to do simple things like push this big old shoe to a castle to have the shoe kick open the castle door to win the game. You have to be able to pull levers, and if you are the gamer who actually has the chance to pull the lever to have the shoe kick open the door, it makes you feel absolutely amazing, especially when you come up on the leaderboards as somebody who did something great for your team. I think this Turf War Takeover mode is absolutely amazing. The maps look great. And then there is the mode that let you actually play as a garden. Well, you play as a plant, but you have to pick up these garden gnomes that are bombs. You have to take these garden gnomes to 3 different spots on the map, and once all 3 spots are actually destroyed, then that means your team wins the game. Now overall, this is a good mode, but for me this mode turned into basically team deathmatch most of the time, because a lot of people just ignored the objective in this mode and just wanted to kill each other. Now this is the mode for people out there who want to get a lot of kills, because the maps are going to be smaller than Turf War Takeover, and you could go around and just snipe people. You could just camp a lot and just constantly get king kills, because as people's going to be playing the objectives, you could be just trying to take them out, and there's going to be a lot of people grouped together in one spot in this mode a lot. So this is the mode for the people who just want to rack up as much kills as possible, and maybe not to the people who want to really go ahead and play the objective as fast as possible, because the faster you play the objective, the faster this mode is going to be over. But for me, so far, most of the matches have been pretty darn long, because everybody's just going out there trying to get kills and not paying attention to the actual objective, which is still fun for this mode. But for me, personally, Turf War Takeover is amazing. I love moving from area to area and having fun with that. Now let's talk about the next and the most important thing about any beta experience, the network issues. Did I have any? No. Nothing at all. Not a glitch, not a disconnect, no lag, nothing. I mean, from the moment I started up the game, like, there was just no problems whatsoever. I played co-op with friends. I played online with random strangers. I played a bunch of different games. I played this for hours, and I just had no network issues whatsoever. I'm gonna play some more and stream it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty good then too. This is a good sign to see for the full game release, and I hope on full release this game is gonna run smoothly as it did for the beta process. Now let's talk about difficulty and balance. Not the most fun thing to talk about, but it is important. Versus the AI, the game can get pretty tough at higher levels when you're actually doing the wave-based defending. They become these huge zombies with screen doors that try to stop you from taking them out. Tons of enemies crash into you. So if you're going to be doing the wave-based stuff at higher levels, you're going to want to go ahead and play with friends. Unless you're like a pro gamer where you can manage so much stuff by yourself, it's going to be quite hard. For me to get to the higher levels, on some levels, I actually want to play as the Sunflower that has a vampire ability. When she shoots, she actually gains back health. She heals herself as she does damage. And so far, she's actually become my favorite damn character, even online, because I love playing support. I love being able to support my teammates and able to do some damage at the same time. Now, let's talk about playing against humans. All right. If you're playing in the mode with the garden bomb, the gnome bomb, well, some characters are going to get 35 plus kills because they're out there to get kills. But if you're playing objective, it's still going to be a fun game to play. And I don't think that anybody is overpowered versus anybody else. In this type of game, you're going to be able to get 10 plus kills no matter what character you play with. Unless it's a little tiny kid playing this, you are going to get kills. It's just the way the game is set up because of the skills. You're going to die a lot. I don't feel like this is the type of game where anybody's going to be going out there unless you're like camping in some perfect corner and popping off shots from a long distance that they're going to go 20-0. This does not feel like a 20-0 game. This feels like a 20-8, 20-15 type games. That's what you're gonna possibly get. You're gonna get a lot of kills. You're just gonna get killed a lot as well. Getting kill streaks are kind of a cool thing in this game because they actually do try to reward you with the quest system with the kill streak. So I think the game is balanced so that actually everybody does get kills and everybody does end up dying, but it actually makes mostly everybody feel good about actually when they do get that kill and send out that taunt to taunt their opponent. Alright guys, let's talk about the conclusion. What can I get from this game? Alright. For a game that I had no intentions on buying, like none before this beta, this title looks like it's something I'm going to have to go ahead and put some deeper thought into. I'm very much highly recommending you guys go ahead and download the beta and try it for yourself and report back to me and letting me know how you guys enjoy it. I had a great time with this beta and overall I think it's highly a good signs for the full release, and now I'm even thinking about buying the full release next month. Let me know in the comment section below guys what you guys thought of my review and the game itself if you guys had a chance to play it. As always guys, this is Beaky with the Untitled Game Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. New episodes of the Untitled Game Show every single Monday. See you guys then. Till then, happy gaming.